so much. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Myself, Saleha Tanveer, psychologist, speech and language pathologist, working with many organizations, co-founder of Mind Matters Pakistan, and host of today's demo class. Without wasting single minute, let's move toward a very warm welcome to you, sir. Over to you.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Am I audible to you guys?
Walaikum assalam. Yes, sir, you are.
First of all, I would like to thank our host for inviting me and the CEO of Mind Matter Pakistan for inviting me for the course, and I would like to welcome you all to the course. So before going towards the formal lecture of today's class, I would like to make some points clear to you guys. The first thing that you guys have to keep in mind is that this is going to be a demo class. So we are just going to touch upon some main aspects of our course, which is our upcoming course, and we are going to do a surface analysis of them. And the second thing is that if you guys have got any question in your mind regarding the lecture or regarding the upcoming course, you guys can write down your questions, and at the end of the lecture, you will get enough time to ask about those questions. And one more thing is that in the middle of the lecture, we will come across some activities, and during those you will be asked to write down your answer. So you can write your answer straight in the chat section. Okay, so now let's formally begin our presentation. So is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, so the topic of our class today is the foundation of English for psychological purposes. So what are we going to obtain from the demo class, and by the end of the demo class you will be able to understand the English for psychological purposes, its definition, its importance, and why are we going to introduce this new course in psychology. And you will also see that how English shapes our psychology study and the practical aspects of psychology. Meanwhile, the lecture, you will also experience some activities, some sample activities to be very specific, in which you guys can participate and write your answer in the chat section. And then at the end of the course, you will also know that what are you going to gain from the full course. So first of all, before understanding the English for psychological purposes, it is very important to understand English for specific purposes. English for specific purposes is actually a field in which we study different Englishes for different academic environments and different professional fields. Like, for example, the legal English. It is the English which is related to court, petition writing, and everything related to law. So it would contain the vocabulary related to law and court. At the same type of English is business administrative English, in which we study the vocabulary and terminology related to business and commerce and such kind of things. And we have also got English for IT sector or computer. So same is the case with psychology. We have got separate English for psychology, which we call, the subject is called English for psychological purposes, which is the subfield of English for specific purposes. So it is a course in which we study the terminology used in psychology and professional writing of psychology and the grammar structures which can be used by a professional writer of psychology and the reading methodologies. So our course is going to focus on 4 modules. The first module is going to be related about the importance of English for psychological purposes. And we have got the second module, which is the reading module, and it will focus on the reading aspects, the reading methodologies and reading strategies as a psychologist, which will help you in reading your research papers and psychological documents. And the third module will focus on writing case notes and reports of psychology in English. And the last and fourth module is going to be focusing on communication strategies with clients and professionals and your colleagues. So now you guys might have a question in mind that why can't general English fully meet a psychologist's needs? So before answering that question, I have a question for you guys. That during your study of psychology, have you guys come across a topic which you fully understand but you are unable to explain it that way in English to another person? Have you guys come across such a situation? So our course is going to address that particular situation and that particular activity. In order to excel professionally in English for psychology, this course is going to help you a lot. Now, what is the importance of English and why does English matters in psychology? That is going to be the main topic of our upcoming course. So as we know that each year most of the researches of psychology and other fields are published in English, and those are most of these researches are published by the leading nations in the leading 5 native English speaking countries. For example, USA, which contributes the most to the research publication of psychology. Most of the psychology researches are published by the USA. Then at the second place is Canada, and then so on. So if you want to be professional and if you want to learn the methodologies of professional writing and professional reading, then you must have to come across this course. So at the end, you would be able to craft your skills of English writing, reading, and speaking as well. Now here's a small activity for you guys. Here are 2 sentences. The first sentence says that the patient feels bad and scared, and the second sentence is the client reports experiencing anxiety. So which sentence of these 2 you guys think that is more professional and accurate? You can
D.
write your answer in the chat section. So of course, sentence B. There are 2 reasons for this. The first reason is that the structure of sentence B is more professional. And the second reason is that the word choice. Here we can see the word client, the word reports, anxiety. These words are professional words. And if you use these words in your writing will also sound more professional. Now, in our upcoming course, we have got a section which is called the terminology section. It is a section in which we are going to classify the psychological terminologies according to their domain and use of the section of their use. For example, cognitive terminology. And in these kinds of terms, we are going to have words which are related to the processes of mind and everything that is related to our mind. For example, the word perception, memory. If you use the correct usage of these words, then your writing could be much more effective, professional, and accurate. Same is the case with other domains like behavioral and clinical terms. Such terms like stimulus, reinforcements, and trauma, if you use them in accurate way, and if you know that how to use these terminologies effectively, you can excel in your academic and professional writing. We have also got the research language in psychology. It is related mostly to the research part of the psychology, in which we are going to come across the terms like variable, hypothesis, validity, and reliability. All the research methodologies are going to be discussed in this section of the course. Now, the grammar used in psychology is a very important topic of our upcoming course. In this section, we are going to come across the grammatical structures and the professional way of arranging your words in order to write a research paper, an article, or any other document. And we have in this section, we are going to come across some strategies like hedging. Hedging is a technique which we use when we are not certain about the results or data. For example, this study proves that stress causes anxiety. This sentence is much more certain. And if you use this sentence in a situation where you are not certain about the results, then you may come across some problems. So here we use the hedging. And this sentence can be refined as the findings suggest that stress may contribute to anxiety. So here we have used hedging, and hedging can be very effective in our professional and accurate writing. We have also got another strategy, passive voice. In English, we have got a structure, subject plus verb plus object. We use this sentence structure normally, but if you know that how to manipulate the structure and how to replace the object and subjects in a right way in the right situation, then you can be more and you can excel more in our writing. For example, data were collected using questionnaires. Here the is written in passive voice, so we can see that these strategies can help us excel in our professional writing. We've also got another strategy, which is nominalization. In this strategy, we use to replace the noun by an adjective or a verb. So in this way, our sentence also sounds more professional. For example, aggressive behavior was observed. So here the adjective is used in place of noun, so the sentence could be more professional. Now we have also got another section in our course in which we teach that how can we arrange our words to describe a mental process or to describe a report that you have taken from a client, and we present to you guys that how you can use some templates of sentences in your writing. For example, the sentence, the client reports experiencing. So here you can use words of your own choice, like experiencing anxiety, experiencing. So in this way, you can arrange your words in order to present your report of that you have taken from your client. And same is with the next sentence, that individual demonstrates improved emotional regulation. We are going to deeply analyze this topic in our main course. Now, one major aspect of our course is going to be about research methodology and the structure of psychological texts. So in this section, we are going to study standard research article and its writing. If you know that which section contains which information, then your reading becomes much more faster, and it is going to help you in your IELTS as well. For example, if you know that what is contained in the abstract section, in the result section, in discussion section, then you can easily extract the information that you want. So it is going to help you in your reading very much. Here is a short activity for you guys. Where would you look to find how participants were selected? In the introduction section, methods, and conclusion.
Method.
Yes, it is B, methods. So in the methods section, if you know that what does the other sections of the paper contain, then it is much more easier for you guys to read and to extract the information that you want. Now we are going to cover some reading strategies in our main course, and some of these strategies are skimming, scanning, and critical reading. Skimming involves quickly reading for the main idea in order to gain the main idea, and scanning is reading quickly in order to gain some specific information. And critical reading is the very careful reading in order to evaluate claims and to think about the main ideas contained in a paragraph or in a draft. Then we have also got some strategies like clouding, mapping, and making acronyms and abbreviations for your case notes writing and report writing. For example, here a technique is explained like SOAP, SOAP. So here S represents client's reports anxiety, O avoids eye contact and symptoms of general anxiety. So and P represents breathing exercises. So here we are going in the main course, we are going to teach you guys such activities which use acronyms and abbreviations to take case notes. For example, the client is very sad and upset. It is an example of the writing section. So here two sentences are given if you are asked to write a report about your client, and you are going to you want to write a professional sentence, then you may choose your structure. For example, the client is very sad and upset. These both sentences convey the same meaning. The client reports persistent low mood. So which of these you guys think is the more professional and accurate one?
B.
Sentence B, exactly. So because it contains the accurate terminology and accurate grammar structure, so it is more professional. Now we have got the last module of our course, which is communication skills. In this section, we are going to talk about the communication skills, which will help you guys participate in the international conferences and the conferences related to psychology, in which we are going to talk about communication strategies like therapeutic communication, which is a type of communication which involves empathy, respect, and confidentiality. So if psychology acquires this skill of communication, then it would be much more easier for him or her to gain the professional excellence in their psychological communication. So the communication section in our main course will teach you about the communication strategies. Now here is an example for you guys that why do you feel like that? And the second sentence is, it sounds like this has been overwhelming to you. So if a psychologist uses the second sentence, then he sounds to be empathic to the client, and in this way he is propagating that he is actively listening to the client. So it is more professional than the above one. Then what is offered by this course? By the end of the course, you will be able to use the psychological terminology confidently. As we have already talked about it, that we will classify the terminologies of psychology, and then you will also be able to know that how to read the research papers efficiently, write reports, case notes professionally, and to communicate with your clients, colleagues, and seniors. Then who should join this course? All the psychology students are welcome to join. The clinical psychology trainees, counselor, therapists, and researchers are invited to this course. This course is going to help you in your IELTS academic English reading, writing, and the speaking section as well. Now, English is not just a language, it's a professional tool, and you guys know that. And if you join our course, I assure you guys that you will be able to think clearly, write professionally, and communicate with ethics in psychology. That's all about our today's lecture, and now we'll take a break of 2 minutes. And after that, you guys can ask any question regarding the course, regarding this issue. Thank you.
Participants, if anyone have any question, feel free to ask. You can unmute your mic or you can drop in chat box as well.
So if anyone have got any question regarding the course or regarding the context, so you guys can freely ask. Yes, please, Mr. Kamran. You guys can ask in the chat as well if you have got any problem in unmuting your mic.
So I think there is no any question. We can wind up, Sir Adalat. Walaikum Assalam.
Walaikum salam.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And especially thanks to Sir Ikram Ahmed Khan for providing us this insightful information regarding to the course and the content of our course. And we are really
Thank you very much, CEO of Mind Metro Pakistan and Ms. Salia Tanbir. And thank you everyone for joining today's demo class. If you guys have any question, you can ask freely. And I think that nobody has asked any questions so far. So if there is no question and you guys want to register yourself in the course, then you can consult the number given in the chat and you can register yourself. Our CEO has also given the email address for registration. So if anyone has got any problem with WhatsApp registration, they can consult the email given in the chat section, and they can get all the information related to the course by just messaging the number above or the asking in using the email um, after that. If you guys have got any issue in your mics or in saying the things vocally, you can write your questions or anything related to this course in the chat section and it will be addressed.
I think there is no any question. So we have to wind up this class now. And thank you so much once again, sir. Allah Hafiz.